some of that run after the catch, but he obviously is a real weapon opposite of Cooper Kupp.
8 passes, 1 run so far for the Rams. Run number 2, and it's Akers again, and he's got some room. Down inside the 10.
Well, Austin Corbett and Rob Havenstein, right guard, right tackle, they collapse the 3 technique right there. And as soon as you get that kind of movement, and you see Skoranek, number 18, he cleans it up as well. But when you get that kind of movement on that interior defensive tackle, you're going to pick up some big gains like we just saw.
Akers, who missed basically the entire year, came back for week 18, tore his Achilles in July. And somehow here he is. 4th game back, gets it here. Bottled up, spins out, maybe back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal.
Well, of course, last week against Tampa Bay, they had that big lead, and then Akers put the ball on the ground a couple of times in that game that allowed Tampa Bay to come back, and he hasn't been really a fumbler. Last year on 190 carries, he just put the ball on the ground 1 time, but in visiting with Sean McVay, they do want to work Sony Michel into this game more. He was not used much at all last week.
Stafford, Higbee, popped and dropped at the 3. And a combo tackle between Mosley and Tart. 3rd and goal.
It's a really good job as Mosley comes up. He comes off of his guy on the outside, and they squeeze Higbee after he's able to catch it.
Sony Michel checks into the huddle for the first time in the game.
They could certainly hand the ball off to Sony Michel, but he's the better pass protector. So we're going to see him probably in some of those situations. It lends me to believe this is a pass.
10th play of the drive. Stafford, end zone, pass in the air and picked by Ward. And on the return, Jimmy Ward outside the 20 as K'Waun Williams made that play in the end zone. It was a pass, and it is an interception.
K'Waun Williams is in such great coverage here on Kupp. A ball that's a little behind, and that causes a deflection.
Jimmy Ward took it back the other way, and the 49ers have it. Still no score.
Playoff time, baby. Games, snacks, drinks. I mean, what else can you ask for, bro? Really?
Hand me some Lay's.
Hey, Eli! Road trip to the Super Bowl!
We're not going. I'm going to get more chips and drinks. Do not leave this room.
Technically, I didn't leave the room.
Good for you, you're doing good out there without me, baby. God, I wish that I could do that.
It does kind of open things up a little bit.
I got a job coming up. $5 billion easy.
Tom Holland.
What is that thing on your face?
Mark Wahlberg.
Puberty's right around the corner, kid. You can grow your own. You're doing great. Hang in there.
Uncharted. Exclusively in movie theaters. Rated PG-13.
Matt, I think I got my fantasy nights mixed up. Hey, Bill.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
You sure?
Yeah.
Snickers satisfies.
The new GMC Sierra with hands-free driving offers the most advanced and luxurious pickup in its class. Yeah, it rocks.
The best part about doing things yourself? It's free. Like doing your own taxes with H&R Block free online, where more people can file free than with TurboTax. Help is here.
Subway has so much new, it didn't fit in our last ad. Like the new deli-style oven-roasted turkey and new hickory smoked bacon. It's the Eat Fresh Refresh at Subway. It's so much new, we don't even have time for this guy.
but I'm Tom Brady.
Oh, and there's smashed avocado, too.
Domino's, you have a million chances for something to go wrong. And you have one chance for everything to work.
One wrong move, the whole thing is gone.
That was awesome! Domino Masters, hosted by Eric Stonestreet, coming Wednesday, March 9th to Fox.
Welcome back to the NFC Championship game presented by Intuit TurboTax Live at SoFi Stadium. Aerial coverage today provided by Tubi. First postseason interception is a Ram by Matthew Stafford. 5th all-in that he's thrown this season to the 49ers. Here's a completion, and that's Ayuk for a first down. We saw Stafford upset going to break, and here's why. After the interception, he gets hit, Mike Pereira, in the back of the head by Fred Warner.
Yeah, and it is a foul. He gets protection after the interception. Any contact to the head or shoulder area is a foul, and he's even out of the play at this point, so it should have been called.
It's unusual not to see that called. Carl Cheffers, the referee, they typically are watching for that protection on the quarterback.
And just to finish on the interception as Elijah Mitchell carries for 3. Jimmy Ward had 2 first-quarter interceptions against Stafford in Week 10. And, you know, a guy who was a converted corner, he settled in at safety, and Matthew Stafford, who tied for the league lead in interceptions, hadn't thrown one this postseason until that play on 3rd and goal. 2nd and 7. Garoppolo underneath, that's Mitchell. And Elijah Mitchell with a nice catch and run into Rams territory for 18 yards.
Well, this is a great job by this San Francisco offensive line. The protection and the time that they afford Garoppolo in the pocket. He's able to sit back there. They double Brandon Ayuk on the inside as he's going up the field. And Garoppolo with good decision-making is patient. Comes down to Elijah Mitchell, and they pick up the first down.
Nice little stiff arm from Elijah Mitchell into Troy Reeder for extra yards. Toss to Mitchell. And the young man from Louisiana, grew up in Erath, Louisiana, and he set the 49ers rookie record with his 963 rushing yards this season, gets 1. 2nd and 9. Great production out of a 6th-round pick for that man, Kyle Shanahan, and Elijah Mitchell, the 11th running back taken in this past draft. Here he is with Juszczyk in front of him, and he drives to the 40. Aaron Donald makes that stop. You still have time to stack the cash and win even more of Terry's money. The more people who enter Fox Super 6's NFC Championship contest, the bigger the jackpot gets. Scan the QR code now and play for free.
Well, these are big downs right here on 3rd down, and that's an area where the Rams really struggled defensively in those 2 regular season matchups against San Francisco. They just had a hard time getting off the field, and that allowed San Francisco to control the time of possession, continue to run the football, so winning on this down is important.
Garoppolo backpedals and throws incomplete for Ayuk. Covered by Darius Williams and Troy Reeder. It's 4th down.
Well, Troy Reeder is on the inside, and these are some of the throws that Garoppolo, he got away with them last week, and sometimes he doesn't see quite what's out in front of him. And when you get pressure in his face, there goes Reeder right there, and he had a chance to undercut that ball and make a play on it. The 49ers pretty happy that hit the ground and incomplete.
Pass on a 58-yard field goal try, which would tie a career long for Robbie Gould. And Wisnowski tries to pin the Rams deep. And well played. Trent Sherfield is the one who kept it out of the end zone, and Ross Dwelley downs it. Special teams make the case. Special teams won the game in Green Bay and off to a good start here in California. No score.
You want to go out, Walter?
Let's go. Pace yourself. You call that defense?
Make it quick, buddy.
One evening as the sun
That
went
should
down,
shed some light on the subject.
was burning.
Where'd you get that bone, pal?
How you doing? I got a package for you.
No, Walter! He's a civil servant!
In the big rock candy.
That's incredible.
Oh, yeah. It's a Chevy Silverado Trail Boss. This thing's built for off-roading right from the factory.
No, I meant the cat.
It's like nobody's seen a cat before.
The Chevy Silverado Trail Boss.
Hey, Walter, let's get this man some hot cocoa.
Oh, that sounds good. Find new friends. Find new roads. Chevrolet.
Verizon is going ultra, and so is our best unlimited plan ever. Mary, welcome to Verizon's new plan with 5G ultra wideband now in many more cities. Cool. Up to 10 times the speed at zero extra cost. Our 5G data is for reals unlimited, no matter how much you use.
Did you just say for reals?
Sorry. Let's put it to work with 6 premium entertainment subscriptions included.
Shh, I'm in the lead.
Go on, watch all you want.
I love this show.
And because a better plan deserves a better phone, how about a new one on us?
Seriously?
Yep, it's our best plan ever. Verizon is going ultra, so you can too.
It's the biggest treasure that's never been found.
Tom Holland.
Oh my God.
They're about to get a Scottish welcome.
What?
Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg in Uncharted.
We better get smaller. In your case, smaller. You're only like 1 inch taller than me.
Exclusively in theaters, February 18, rated PG-13.
The BK $5 Your Way meal is here to make your choice easy and so tasty. Go straight to the Double Whopper Jr. with piping hot small fries, 4-piece crispy nuggets, and a refreshing small drink. Can you believe you get all this for only $5? The $5 Your Way meal, only at Burger King.
Thursday, don't miss the 2022 Pro Bowl Skills Showdown. Then tune in next Sunday for the Pro Bowl presented by Verizon. Stream games on mobile with the Yahoo Sports and NFL apps.
Today's game is sponsored by Burger King. Get the $5 Your Way meal with the Double Whopper Jr.
Well, Jalen Ramsey was a little shaken up on that special teams play. We'll show you how and why if we get a chance here, as the Rams start at their own 3 after the good special teams play by the 49ers. A unit that's been under fire all year. A big game in Green Bay and a nice start here. Here's Trenton Cannon, 49, who was just activated for this game. And he grabbed the face mask of Jalen Ramsey and kind of dragged him down to the turf. Second and 10 for the Rams.
Yeah, you got a hold of him pretty good. Right now, you look at this and the way that it's gone. I know Sean McVay, there's Tyler Higbee, talking about how much that he's able to do. He's hobbling off. That's not looking good for the Rams.
Well, they start this game, the Rams, with Bryson Hopkins inactive. They're only down to Kendall Blanton.
Kendall Blanton had his first career touchdown reception versus Tampa.
Here's a carry by Michelle, and he fights his way out across the 10. Got a good block from Kendall Blanton.
Yeah, well, that's a good sign there that if they're able to get this running game going a little bit, they've been so heavy in passing because San Francisco's so good against the run. Think back to Week 18. With that 17-point lead, they weren't able to run the ball and take time off the clock, and it's really one of the reasons why San Francisco was able to get back in it.
On third down, pass is incomplete for Jefferson, but a flag on Ambry Thomas, it appears. And it's against the 49ers.
Yeah, you see the grab. Ambry Thomas, who...
Pass interference. Number 20. Defense.
That's a good call. Didn't let him out of his break. But Ambry Thomas really came on strong. He had the game-clinching interception against the Rams in the last game of the season. And just has gotten better and better. And I know they're glad to have him back. Not only has he done a good job in coverage here over the last month or so, but he's also been really good in run support. And if you're going to play for this 49ers defense and DeMeco Ryans, it doesn't matter what position you play. If you're a corner, a cover corner, it doesn't matter. You're going to get in there and make some plays in the run game.
Here's Akers. Greenlaw. Gain of 4.
There's a look at DeMeco Ryans in his first year as defensive coordinator, replacing Robert Saleh after he got the head coaching job in in New York. And things started out a little bit rough to begin the season, but made a lot of nice moves as the season went along. And the biggest, when they put Eric Armstead inside, when they lost Javon Kinlaw, and that's really when this defense began to take off. They started getting after the quarterback, started getting some takeaways. It's been an entirely different unit.
Will toss to Akers right side, broke one tackle. And a decent pickup as Fred Warner makes the stop. Gain of 4 there.
Fred Warner coming off a monster game against Green Bay, an all-pro player last year, and his season, much like this defense, got off to a slow start, but he's back to all-pro form now. Of course, we saw him earlier get away with that headbutt on Matthew Stafford, which would have been devastating on that play.
You hear the crowd noise for the Rams while they're on offense. A lot written and said about what we all witnessed here in Week 18 with a heavy 49er crowd in the home of the Rams, and a timeout taken by Los Angeles with 34 seconds left in quarter number 1. We're back after this from Progressive.
How do they fit?
I don't know, Dad. I'm not comfortable trying on pants.
Oh, come on. I bet they look sharp.
You don't know who else has tried them on.
Let me take a look.
Switch to Progressive and you can save hundreds. You know, like the sign says.
Oh, that's a handsome pair of jeans right there.
Well, this drive started at the 3. 3rd down and 2, just outside their own 27 for the Rams. Handoff is to Michel, and he's able to plow forward for the first down.
Well, Sony Michel averaged over 4 yards a carry. He was the workhorse. They went out and made the trade for him when they lost Cam Akers back in camp with that Achilles injury. But boy, when Cam Akers came back the last game of the season, they worked him in a little bit, but the postseason, it has pretty much been all Cam Akers. But Sony Michel can do some good things.
That's the end of the quarter with no score, so it's been a defensive battle here through 1. We're back after this from your local Fox station.
Supermarket sushi, really?
No. Wait, Troy, you work here?
I'm never not working. Like Head & Shoulders Scalp Shield technology, up to 100% dandruff protection, even between washes.
Never not working, huh?
Oh, Troy, you're such a good teacher.
Yeah, I know. Never not working. Never not working. Never ever not working.
Are you serious?
Never not working. Dandruff protection that's never not working. Head & Shoulders Scalp Shield technology.
What if your resume was more than a resume? What if it could adapt and improve? What if it opened doors you didn't know existed? Created opportunities that let you be seen, heard, even help get your foot in the door.
I got it.
An Indeed resume never stops working for you.
My son's entire immune system is broken, and the only possible bone marrow donor backed out.
So do you want my help or not?
Just don't hurt him.
Tomorrow, The Cleaning Lady is TV's most exciting new drama.
We both know that you're not telling me everything.
And you won't believe what happens next.
I'm being raided by feds.
I never intended for things to get out of hand like this.
The Cleaning Lady, all new tomorrow at 9 on Fox, or watch anytime.
Brace for impact. This is awesome. It's Friday Night SmackDown on Fox. The start of the new era of Friday Night SmackDown. Tap into network television's greatest spectacle. Hell! King Woods! As the baddest superstars on the planet are unleashed in prime time.
Right to the chin!
All new Friday Night SmackDown, live at 8 Eastern on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
Saturday, Keith Thurman is back, and he's taking on former champion Mario Barrios, live on pay-per-view. Buy now on the Fox Sports app.
No score after one. Rams have done a nice job to get out from the shadow of their end zone and get the ball out just across their own 30. Here's a toss to Akers. And a nice gain on first down as Bosa comes down to make the stop. Got a good block from Cooper Kupp. No surprise. A gain of 6 and down to Aaron Andrews.
And here's the update on tight end Tyler Higbee. Joe, we think it's right about here that he injured his knee. They're saying he's questionable to return. We were here week 18 when he injured his knee, went into the blue tent, came out, scored a touchdown, waiting for him to still come out of the locker room. Being helped there by Neil Elatrash. Into that blue medical tent. In good hands and hopefully able to return. Second down and 4. Throw to Beckham. First down as he's able to get through Ambry Thomas and gain 5.
That's a big part of this game plan for the Los Angeles Rams is the ability to get the ball out of Stafford's hands quickly, not sit back there in the pocket. Sean McVay thought that when he went back and looked at the first 2 games that they just tried too many times to take shots down the field, and it puts a lot of pressure on your offensive line. As good as this group is in pass protection, it's a formidable group for San Francisco, and that being the biggest challenge with Nick Bosa. But be patient, get the ball out, stay ahead of the chains is kind of the approach.
Stafford had to pull it down, and now to the sideline, throws it away. Number 1 overall pick in 2009 by the Lions, Matt Stafford. His record there, 0-3 in the postseason. Traded to the Rams January 31st, 2021 for multiple draft picks, including 2 first-rounders. And well, he and his team went 12-5, 2-0 this postseason. First time he's been in a championship game. He came in with a passer rating of over 130 through 2 games. And this one comes out of his hand right into the turf. Picked up and returned, but it certainly looked like it was an incomplete pass. For now, they're saying touchdown.
Yeah, all the officials, they let it play itself out. I'm with you, Joe. I thought it was definitely an incomplete pass. I'm surprised. We'll take a look.
Ruling on the field is an incomplete pass. Third down.
So it's an incomplete pass. And Mike Pereira, since you're here, we'll just check in with you. That looked like the hand was going forward.
Yeah, I think it was going forward, and he hadn't started down with the hand yet, the old tuck play. Hand is still moving forward when he loses possession, so it's a clear incomplete pass.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
I guess until you win it all as a quarterback, there's always going to be those questions as to, can you win the big one and all that goes with that. I personally think it's time to put that to bed as it relates to Matthew Stafford. What he's done on a big stage in the wild card and divisional rounds, especially last week with the game knotted up on the road against Tom Brady, played outstanding.
3rd down, steps up and will take off and get the first down. Ran for just 43 yards during the regular season. This time he carries for 14.
Well, you got K'Waun Williams, who's locked up then on Cooper Kupp. They double the outside to the right, and you're going to see how things open up then for Matthew Stafford. He's not a guy who takes off and runs. Typically, when he escapes the pocket, he's looking to throw the football, but he saw it, and he took it.
Pass is incomplete for Sony Michel. That 14-yard run by Matthew Stafford a season long, and a good time for it on 3rd and 10.
No question, and you're going to get some of those things because of the way this pass rush comes after you. There's going to be some lanes at times, and Stafford makes a veteran play and picks up a nice gain.
Cam Akers for the Rams has gone to the locker room, we're told. We'll find out why. Blanton, the last remaining tight end on the roster, active, picks up 10 and a first down.
Well, Kendall Blanton, they keep him in, and he's going to help in protection, and that's to help afford some time for Stafford when they want to get the ball down the field. But they covered everything up. Blanton comes out late. He's your check down. Ends up being a good play. There's a lot of room against these zone teams, especially with the weapons with Kupp and Odell Beckham and Van Jefferson. There's going to be a lot of those underneath throws that are open for them.
Handoff to Michel, and he's brought down in the backfield by Nick Bosa, a loss of 3.
Well, when you put Odell Beckham Jr. on him, that's advantage Nick Bosa. Here he is right here, and they try to bring Odell Beckham to help cut him off. There's just no chance. I mean, that's what Cooper Kupp's supposed to do. Isn't that his job? That's what Odell Beckham's thinking right now.
I think they're drawing straws to find out who's going to block Nick Bosa. 2nd and 13 now. The pass caught by Kupp in traffic. He takes it inside the 30. Brought down by DJ Jones, and again an injury update with Aaron.
Yeah, 2 big weapons for the Rams now questionable to return. Running back Cam Akers questionable with that shoulder injury. We've been talking about how he's just returned from the Achilles, and of course he joins Tyler Higbee, who's questionable with the knee.
Player down for the 49ers now, and I think it's Dre Greenlaw, and it is. Bothered by a groin injury the majority of the year. They check on him. We'll take a break before 3rd and 6.
I am Hercule Poirot. The crime is murder. The murderer is one of you.
I don't feel safe here. I don't feel safe with any of them.
It was his scalpel. Me.
There's your motive right there.
What do you want me to say? You murder! Lock the doors!
Someone else is dead.
I want you to find who did this.
You lie in my face!
I will deliver your killer.
Death on the Nile. Rated PG-13.
When the Super Bowl is on the line, we'll see you in the fridge.
Oh, here it go. Okay.
The Royal Caribbean.
Man, I can't wait to watch the big game.
I think we're allowed to say Super Bowl. Pizza Hut is the official pizza sponsor of the NFL.
Can I say that Juju Smith-Schuster eats Pizza Hut before every game?
It's not in the contract.
How did he get here?
I don't know.
No one out Pizza's the Hut.
16 speakers, 272 horsepower.
So if Geico's 85, that makes you...
Are you asking if I'm 85 years old?
Sea turtles live to be 150, so... No, I was not. Geico, saving people money for 85 years.
History is filled with almosts. Those who almost adventured, who almost achieved. Then there are others. The ones who embrace the moment and commit. They calm their minds and steel their nerves with 4 simple words, whispered since the time of the Romans. Fortune favors the brave.
Today's game is sponsored by Crypto.com, the world's fastest growing crypto app.
Welcome back to the NFC Championship game presented by Intuit TurboTax Live. 3rd down and 6 for the Rams. 15th play of this drive. Stafford throws, looking for Kupp, and he hits him coming out of his break. 1st down, Rams.
You can see in the pocket, we talked about the 49er faithful that's here. He goes silent count. You see him raise his foot. Got to be pretty defeating for the home team in an NFC championship game to have to use silent count. But it's something that a lot of these teams around the league are so good at when they do have to go on the road that they're not going to let it bother them, execute as though you would if you're in an opposing stadium. But Matthew Stafford delivers a strike on a well-run route to Cooper Kupp to pick up that third down.
Stafford brought down, sacked by Bosa. Finishing up a great regular season with his 15.5 sacks with a good postseason. Gets one here.
It's so good. You see, once he comes up, he's going to get the edge, and then he sees Stafford. He's got eyes on him, and immediately he comes off of Rob Havenstein, the right tackle, and then makes a play. I tell you, Chris Kosurik, their defensive line coach, he has done a terrific job with everybody, and they've got an amazing rotation to where they go 8-9 guys that they just keep rotating them off the bench, keep them fresh. This is a relentless group.
Here's Michelle. Gets a yard, maybe two. Ebukam, former Ram, was in there for the 49ers. Not alone. It's 3rd and long.
Yeah, you look at this game up to this point and how good the Rams have moved the ball, and yet no points on the board. And another 3rd down opportunity to see if San Francisco can come up with a stop and minimize what they give up on this possession.
They've had 3 third down conversions on this drive. Now faced with their longest 3rd down, 3rd and 13. Stafford, end zone, Kupp. He's got it. Touchdown Rams.
You can see Cooper Kupp as he comes off the line of scrimmage. He just doesn't give anything away until he's going to the corner. They're in a 2-deep shell, and so this is the weakness. Right there behind that corner and then in front of the safety. And because he doesn't tip anything off, he has to hold, and he's not able to jump it. Just perfect execution on 3rd and long.
By the numbers, that's the best drive the Rams have had this year. In plays, yards, and time. 18-play drive, 97 yards in the first points of this championship game.
You know, we humans have come a long way on our journey. Our first language wasn't exactly, well, a language. Medium well, thank you. Our first vehicles weren't the fastest.
Can you,
Faster. Hey, boys, punch it! Our first maps weren't that accurate. And you know, fellas, the world is actually, give a ball. Our first phones weren't smart. Text mom winky face emoji. Our first screens, you couldn't touch.
Mom, Dad's feeling the TV.
No one likes a snitch, son. And the first electric vehicles weren't, let's just say, they look nothing like the first ever Ioniq 5. I mean, two-way charging, AR heads-up display, 300-mile range. What can't this thing do? Look, the point is, it's been a long, yeah, good point, really long journey. But worth it. Your journey at its most evolved. The fully electric Hyundai Ioniq 5.
Boom! I was able to boost my credit score 21 points using Experian Boost.
I boosted my credit score with Experian Boost, and it was free.
Experian Boost has helped millions of people. How can it help you? Boost your credit scores instantly. Free. Download the Experian app now.
Smooth like butter, like a criminal undercover. Don't pop like trouble, breaking into your heart like that. In the first step, I love to move me. I like the moon rock with me, baby. Know that I got the heat. Let me show you, 'cause talk is cheap. First step, run. Get it, let it roll.
Hi, I'm Heather, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is getting the perfect bite. It's probably not the first bite, it's the second or the third, with the juicy chicken and the delicious pickle. The bite with the pickle is it. I mean, that is like the magic combination.
Hi, I'm Jennifer. A little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is the combination of the warm, soft bun against this delicious piece of chicken. The bun is just this soft little hug around the chicken that's so perfect in every bite.
Well, Cooper Kupp is the first receiver to go over 2,000 receiving yards in a season. And he and Matthew Stafford combined to convert the last 2 third downs, and that touchdown throw was absolutely perfect.
It was a great throw. It was really poor play by the rookie, Ambry Thomas. We'll go back and take a look at it as to the mistake that he made.
Deebo Samuel back to return it, but it's over his head and back to the touchdown.
So Ambry Thomas is right here. It's 3rd and 13. They're going to run to the flat here, but he's got to slough off and take that away. Make him come underneath to Sony Michel and then come up and make a play. But on 3rd and 13, you're hoping that you can hold the corner with the flat route by the back. But if you're aware of down and distance, as the corner, you're not biting on that route, and you're not able to then get the ball in behind Cooper Kupp. But it was a really good route. Like I said, he held Jaquiski Tartt and didn't allow him to jump it the way that he would have liked to.
'49ers have had the ball for only 5 minutes in this game. Here's Samuel trying to get him involved. He gets 2. So the 49ers, no offensive touchdowns in the last 6+ quarters. They got that special teams touchdown that tied the game at Green Bay on the block punt last Saturday night. Rams fans get into it and make noise for the 49ers on offense. 2nd and 8. Garoppolo, Ayuk, hit in stride, and he just couldn't stay in bounds. He was gone, but his momentum carried him out, and a completion of 31 yards.
Oh, man, that was close to being a house call. It's a good read, good release there by Brandon Ayuk, and talk about a guy who has come on. It was close, him trying to tightrope the sideline and see if he couldn't maintain his balance, and it was going to be 6 points. But you go back the last time these two teams met, he was their leading receiver. He had over 100 yards receiving in that game, and there's so much attention paid to Deebo Samuel. The fact that Ayuk has come on the way that he has here over the last 4 or 5 ball games has really helped this offense.
And that's going to be 5 yards.
False start, number 71, offense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
That was either going to be a false start or a delay of game. And they get the false start call against Trent Williams, the 9-time Pro Bowl tackle.
Right down here, you see the movement. How about that play last week when he lined up at the wing position and went in motion? You know that he's been wanting that play to get run all year long. It's been in the game plan for a while. They finally broke it out.
First down and 15 now. And they hand to Mitchell, who breaks partially through 1 tackle and gets 3. Well, these two coaches know each other very well. Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay coached together in Washington from 2010 to 13. Both were hired as head coaches in 2017. McVay won 3 of the first 4 matchups. Shanahan has won the last 6. When Shanahan left, McVay became the OC in Washington.
A lot of respect amongst those two guys right there. Offensive minds, 2 of the best in football.
Second and 12, Samuel, wide receiver screen, good play, big play, and in for the touchdown. He led the league in yards after the catch, and this, for 44, he does it all.
Well, it was set up perfectly. You got 49ers, the offensive line. It's the wide receiver screen. Get the ball out. They allow the rushers to get in on Garoppolo, and then it's just off to the races. Deebo Samuel, a hard guy to get down on the ground in the open field. He makes a couple guys miss. A big-time run and a big-time play.
And a 7-7 game. Nice answer by the 49ers. And they go to number 19. Triple threat